When setting up an experiment, the most important part is knowing which variables to change and which variables to keep constant. We do this by asking ourselves one simple question. What am I trying or being asked to test? The thing you are being asked to test is the variable that you want to change to see what effect it has. The variables that you want to keep constant are basically everything else. As a simple example, let's say that you are testing the effects that different variables have on plant growth. You set up an experiment where your variables are soil enrichment, light, and heat. Your experiment is summarized in the table shown here. You are then asked this question: which treatments determine whether or not heat affects plant growth? Remind yourself of the simple question we introduced at the beginning of this tutorial, which was, what am I trying to test? Since we are testing the effect of heat, we should look at every trial where heat is changed and every other variable is kept constant. In our example, this would be tests 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Because soil enrichment and light stay constant between the two separate sets of trials. But heat changes. Now, any results we see are due only to the change in heat and not any of the other variables. In contrast, if we changed some other variable like soil enrichment or light and kept heat constant, we would be testing a variable that was completely different than the one we were asked to test. So from now on, when designing experiments or interpreting results, remember to ask yourself, what am I trying to test?